Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Professional killers target Salemites. Alex and Teresa snuggled up on the lounge chair and watched Pride and Bias. Teresa cleared detaches from her eyes and inquired, "Wouldn't you say it's simply the most astonishing romantic tale?" Teresa talked about the importance of not judging others based on their first impressions. Simply allow the individual an opportunity to uncover who they truly are, Teresa said. "I'm not so sure in real life," Alex stated. Teresa reminded Alex that their set of experiences had been like the film, and she got some information about Valentine's Day plans. "I never accepted you as the kind that becomes stirred up over Valentine's Day. Therefore, I must confess that I did not devise anything crazy for us," Alex stated. "Is it true that you are joking? I love Valentine's Days. All in all, that is the point at which it's with someone that I truly care about," Teresa said. Teresa recommended that they stay in and praised the occasion. "Being with you fulfills me," Teresa said. Alex and Teresa made arrangements to go through the morning together and telecommute before they requested takeout for supper on Valentine's Day. "All I want to do after work is go to a meeting," Teresa stated. Alex inquired about the meeting that day with Teresa. "It was great. As a matter of fact, Brady was there, as well," Teresa conceded. "What on earth was Brady doing there?" Alex inquired. Alex blamed Brady for having kept an eye on Teresa. "No, he didn't realize I would have been there," Teresa said. Alex laughed at the concept. Alex saw Teresa's chip with her 24-hour sobriety. "Over the course of my life, I would hold on to this coin like a life preserver whenever I felt myself falling into self-destructive thoughts. As I'm doing at present. This is how things work. You appear very much like Brady did. Very much as I did. What's more, you're there for one another each day in turn," Teresa said. Teresa noticed that Brady had required the gathering however much she had required it. Teresa responded positively when Alex inquired whether she had received the assistance she required. "However, you actually think you need to go to another gathering tomorrow?" Alex inquired. "I do. Alex, addiction is a disease that lasts a lifetime. I would figure you would have learned about that. That would be obvious to you. Particularly since your flatmate is a recuperating junkie," Teresa focused. Alex agreed. Teresa noticed that fiends had a consistent voice in their mind that urged them to use to make their concerns and nerves disappear. "I can silence that voice when I go to these meetings," Teresa stated. Alex said he comprehended. "Do you believe that you will continue to attend meetings for the rest of your life?" Alex inquired. "Undoubtedly. Because I have to be aware of my addiction every day and accept it." Teresa continued, "And I have to constantly quiet that voice in my head." Teresa inquired as to whether he could acknowledge that piece of her. "I require your understanding of the significance of my recovery. Particularly since I should areas of strength for be my child," Teresa said. Alex let Teresa know that she was a decent mother. Teresa dissented, and she noticed that she was honored with a decent child. "Tate is my one consistent in my life that gives me expect the future, you know?" Teresa said. Alex exhaled. "I was simply thinking how that association between a parent and their children, how it can in a real sense change for the time being," Alex said. With a gesture, Alex went to the room. Teresa remained behind to clean up before bed. Teresa got Alex's coat to balance it in the storage room, and a container with a wedding band fell onto the floor. Teresa heaved. Tripp and Wendy had dinner at the bistro. "Do we truly must have this discussion with her?" Tripp murmured. "We can't continue to stroll around on eggshells. In addition, you and I must speak with your mother out of respect," Wendy stated. Ava had a seat and inquired, "Converse with me about what?" Tripp mentioned the time he and Wendy first saw Ava with Stefan when they arrived. Ava apologized. "Nothing remains to be heartbroken about. I understand now that I was off the mark," Tripp said. Ava said it was fine, yet Tripp focused on that he had been a youthful jerk. Wendy and I may not feel that Stefan is the most ideal decision for you, however on the off chance that we are in general going to be living under similar rooftop, we really want to regard each other's limits, Tripp said. Ava expressed gratitude toward Tripp and Wendy for their statements of regret. It truly means everything to me, Ava said. Wendy checked out the room, and she let Ava know that she was glad to see that the bistro was packed once more. It was a genuine battle, Ava trusted. Ava noticed that Stephanie's PR plan had been functioning admirably. Tripp stated, "What's going on in our little town is hard to believe." Tripp talked about how many people he had treated for OD at the hospital. Ava shared the sentiment that it was harrowing to watch. "Yet, I got an inclination it's all going to pivot genuine soon," Ava said. Ava got some information about their Valentine's Day plans. Wendy referenced the geocaching occasion. "Could you please describe geocaching?" Ava inquired. "Think about it like an expedition with a tech bend," Tripp said. Wendy made sense of how the occasion functioned. "All in all, I surmise the target of the entire situation is simply to unite the local area?" Ava inquired. "Exactly. It's something that families can do together. Or on the other hand companions. Or on the other hand couples. Or anyone else who just wants to join in and celebrate the day together," Wendy stated. Ava let Tripp know that she was happy they had talked, and she got back to work. "Might it be said that you are okay?" Tripp was asked by Wendy. "Definitely." Tripp said, "Thank you for encouraging me to resolve things with her." Wendy asked Tripp what he needed to do after the geocaching occasion. With a smile, Tripp let Wendy know that he had made arrangements to make breakfast in the first part of the day and take Wendy out for enchantment and moving at night. "Like enchantment in the air?" Wendy inquired. "No, similar to a genuine sorcery show. There's a Spring Up Wizardry Relax happening tomorrow evening," Tripp said. Wendy laughed, and she said that the occasion would be one to recall. After Tripp and Wendy completed supper, Ava got back with glasses of champagne for a toast. "To cherish," Ava said. "It works for me," Tripp said. "Also me," Wendy concurred. Ava noted, "For however long there is love in our souls, there is potential for another day and the commitment for bliss to come." Them three toasted to cherish. Lucas sneaked down the stairs from Harris's space to get a glass of water and a nibble from the obscured bar. At the point when Lucas coincidentally spilled his water, he reviled as he wrecked the put setting on a table. The lights glinted on. "Get out!" Kate hollered. At the point when Kate understood the gatecrasher was Lucas, she requested to know why he was out in the open. "I was eager, all right," Lucas said. Lucas contended that he had been mindful so as to keep away from discovery. Kate replied, "Well, not so cautious that your own mother didn't pull a gun on you." Lucas reminded Kate that the bar was shut. "You stress excessively," Lucas whined. As Lucas ate his sandwich, Harris raged into the bar. "God, Lucas, you got a desire to die?" Harris screamed. Kate said it was fine, yet Harris contended that it was a security risk. Harris requested Lucas to bring higher up back. Hesitantly, Lucas snatched his plate and climbed the steps. At the point when Lucas got back to Harris's room, Kate reminded Harris that Lucas was all the while recuperating from his assault. Which is the reason Lucas ought not be facing a challenge like that. On the off chance that anyone saw you, you're an exposed target. "You can't protect yourself," Harris said. Lucas whined that he was going mixed psycho cooped up in Harris's room. "Have you and your sidekicks even gained one bit of headway on this case?" Lucas inquired. Harris guaranteed Lucas that the circumstance would be over soon, particularly since the paper had printed the story.